So we've introduced you to the owners of the ATILIS gym in Belmar, New Jersey, a couple of times on this show. This morning, they were arrested. Why? For defying the state's mandatory shutdown orders. Those arrests come after a 3-month standoff between the co-owner of the gym, Ian Smith, and the governor of New Jersey, Phil Murphy, both of whom have been on the show. At one point, Smith removed the doors from the gym so the state couldn't keep them shut. Before reopening last May, he announced that he was willing to deal with the consequences of violating state law. You're openly defying him on television. What do you think is going to happen to you when you do this?
We're prepared for any and all consequences. Our actions on Monday are going to be grounded in the ideals of civil disobedience.
He should have just set a federal building on fire, screamed the right slogans. Ian Smith would be fine, but he didn't, and so he was arrested. He joins us tonight. Ian, good to see you. Tell us what happened.
Good evening, Tucker. From the last time that we spoke, we had lost our newest case of contempt of court, and that was on Friday of last week. The governor said that and requested in court to take extraordinary measures to stop us from operating in business, and Judge Robert Lugie agreed with him. My partner and I had the doors removed since Thursday, and we had not left the building since. We had 2 weeks worth of clothing, and we were prepared to stay inside at all costs. But we did agree that we would go peacefully if law enforcement came. That time came this morning at about 5:10 this morning, when the county sheriff walked in the building and said that we were under arrest. Frank and I at that point went peacefully, and when we arrived back after being booked, we had boarded up doors.
I hope the sheriff was embarrassed. I assume he was. There are murderers walking free, a lot of them in New Jersey tonight. Maybe they should do something real. You went on this show. You knew that that was wagging a finger in the face of the tyrants who run your state. You did it anyway. Why?
Because I'm not afraid of tyrants, and no American should be, because we outnumber them greatly, and the only thing that they run off of is fear, which is why you see what you see in the media, where they're pumping fear into the coronavirus when what they should be pumping is solutions. They don't do that. They don't ever offer any solutions. It's wear a mask, shut up, and wait for a vaccine. That's not public health, and I won't subscribe to it.
Oh, that's just the most moving thing I have heard in a long time. And I just want you to restate for our viewers who didn't see your last appearance on this show, how many infections of COVID-19 have been documented in your gym so far? Just to give our audience some sense of the public health threat that you pose.
At this point, we have record from June that we reopened and allowed visitors to our facility. We have over 13,000 visitors who have come to ATILIS Gym Belmar, and not a single case so far. Governor Murphy cannot say that about the long-term care facilities that are 100% in his control, that have been shut down since March and account for over 50% of the deaths in the state.
Yeah. So you pose a documented, this is not speculation, the health authorities say you posed no threat at all, not one infection, and you were handcuffed and arrested because you defied Governor Murphy. You're a brave man, Ian, and I'm grateful that you come on the show, and I hope you will keep us posted as to, excuse me, as to what happens next.
Just one more thing to end the night, Tucker, if I could. Governor Murphy asked us for 14 days to shut down. 14 days. Today in New Jersey, it is day 132 of the shutdown. And I would just like everybody to think about that long and hard before they support his policies.
Yeah. Once they get power, they never relinquish it. So, as you know. Great to see you tonight. Thank you.